His international T20 career won just in the last game against Sri Lanka. Change of role for him in this tournament. He's been taking the new ball in the first two games. Here he's got to stem the flow of runs. Picked up, especially with fine leg up. That's a poor delivery from Stokes.
Butler just changed that foot. Again, he's trying to stay nice and straight, but the length's not where he wants to be.
It's been a crazy half hour for England after the drop from Moeen Ali. A complete shift in momentum and in the ground. England were bossing it. Now everything is on New Zealand here.
But brought his form into this game and continued on. Plays the spin, nice and aggressive, taken on the quicks. Anyone play, drop short or over pitched, he's found that boundary.
Goes, yes, gone. Goes to Adil Rashid at short third. And England needed that wicket.
Yeah, well bowled. Ben Stokes again, pace off, third man up. Kane Williamson looking for the gap here. Trying to get that in the gap for a boundary. Picks the fielder out. Handy innings though for New Zealand. Stabilised the innings, but he's got to go, Kane Williamson. Can't believe his luck. A metre each side. Or played 40 from 40. New Zealand 119 for 3.
Panda in. Some big hitters to come. Ideally they'll love Phillips, but they'll take any wicket at this stage, England. New batters usually...
Well, England have scored 54 from the last 5 overs in their innings. Haven't the tables turned? That's the equation, 57 from 30 balls. And it is game on. Joss Buttler turns to pace of Mark Wood.
Oh, that's a swipe from Phillips. Anything on that, it can fly over the keeper. Aggression continues. Just no pace on that to get it over or through third.
Oh, none at all. Williamson trying to give himself as much room as possible. Stokes is fired up.
Markwood's got something in his eye, so we'll just a reminder of the power play phase. 2 middle overs, 83 for 1. That partnership took the score from 28 at the end of the 5th over to 119. So just about 10 overs of batting, 60 balls roughly, 91. Williamson struggled. That partnership was the key. It's a bit like the Daryl Mitchell innings against Sri Lanka when New Zealand were in all sorts of trouble. Mitchell only got 20 from 20. But it was a partnership with Phillips that was the key. This is why the 2 points for England are crucial. They can get to 5 and then possibly winning their last game can get to 7. If they lose tonight, chances are very, very slim. They're relying on other results to go their way. The water has sorted out whatever was in Mark Wood's eye. Phillips giving himself plenty of room here. Is it leg side? It'd just be one. Bowling options, Owen Morgan. Where are you going in the last 4 after this?
I think Joss has plenty of options, given that he rang the changes early on. 5 bowlers in the power play. Possibility of a couple from Sam Curran. Been excellent in his go-to bowler right at the death. Couple up of his sleeve of Chris Wokes, very experienced. The difficult thing from here on in is the countering, the striking of Glenn Phillips and the right-left hand combination into that short boundary. New Zealand have played a really good hand here. Good strategy going into the death.
2 there, I would think. Quite comfortably in the end. I guess that's the only downside of bowling tight into the left-hander. 152 Ks, that one. But all Neesham has to do is just bunt it into the leg side.
Absolutely. New Zealand have used the pace, any pace on offer today, really well. Jimmy Neesham, look at that strike rate against pace. Climbs into slower balls and gets the brush out to sweep the spinners.
Swings that leg side, should be, could be, is Sam Curran. He's very, very safe under the high ball. Big boundary, and Mark Wood strikes a big blow for England.
Well, it's the pace of Wood again. Goes short, forces Neesham to hit to the longest side of the ground. Sam Curran makes about 20 metres, steadies himself, makes it look comfortable, and gets fired up with the crowd down there. A well-needed wicket for England. Neesham gone for 6, New Zealand 126 for 4.
এসএমসির ইমার্জেন্সি কন্ট্রাসেপটিভ পিল নরিক্স 1 অরক্ষিত মিলনের 72 ঘন্টার মধ্যে এর একটি মাত্র পিল আপনাকে করবে টেনশন ফ্রি। এসএমসির নরিক্স 1 এক পিলের সমাধান।
Quite appropriate that Daryl Mitchell has walked out to the middle. He was one of the heroes of the chase against England in Abu Dhabi last year, which is in fact New Zealand's highest successful chase in T20 World Cups. Daryl Mitchell took Chris Jordan down in the 19th over. You probably don't remember that one, Morgs, do you?
Still trying to get over it, Dooley. England fans will remember Mitchell very, very vividly.
And again, you mentioned it in the first innings, new players having to start taking 2, 3 balls. I know Jimmy Neesham didn't take 2 or 3 balls before he was into his action, but it's not easy.
Not easy at all. And it's the left-hander. England now can bowl at 2 right-handers, defend the long side one end, which does make it a little easier for the England bowlers. They're up and about now, the Barmy Army.
Last ball of Wood's over, been a very good one, 3 runs only from it. Swing and a miss. That is terrific stuff from Mark Wood. 4 overs remaining, 54 required, 126 for 4.
মিষ্টি দেশের সুস্বাদু আম থেকে তৈরি হয় প্রাণ ফ্রুটো, যা নিমিষে সব মুহূর্তকে বানায় এমনই মিষ্টি। মিষ্টি মুহূর্ত, সাথে প্রাণ ফ্রুটো।
Well, a win predictor still has England well and truly on top at 79%. These chases are not easy. 13.5 required per over. 1-2-6 for 4. Ishigua sideline. How's the atmosphere down there, Ish?
I'll tell you what, everyone's loving this rivalry, England, New Zealand here at the Gabba. It's coming down to the wire. That Glenn Phillips over where he took down Adil Rashid, that's just reignited this battle once again. But a fantastic over from Mark Wood, just 3 runs coming from it, a key wicket as well. About 22,000 in this evening. Slightly cooler conditions. I've actually just felt the outfield, guys. It's a little bit damp. So probably thinking it's going to be pace till the end. They've been able to get rid of 3 overs from Livingston, 1 from Ali and 4 from Rashid. Here comes Wokes. And what he'll do is a lot of cutters into the pitch. It's getting very tense. We think back to that match in the UAE, Dooley. It was a 17th over which really hurt England off Chris Jordan. It was Jimmy Neesham, took him for 33 runs. This is a big moment.
Well, surprise, surprise. England have got their best fielder on the park, Owen Morgan.
I believe it's Liam Livingston, so it is like for like high quality fielding, and he is in a great position at long on Chris Jordan.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Liam Livingston is a very good fielder. Push for 2 here. Mitchell will come. It's tight, really tight. A good throw might have had him in trouble. Not quite as quick as Phillips. Sam Curran, the fielder.
TV umpire to director, we have a umpire review for a run out. Can I see your best side on angle, please? I think because he flicked it back, he sort of... Thank you. Yep, thank you. I've made my decision.
Yeah, an accurate throw, and Mitchell would have been in trouble. Butler is excellent with the gloves around the stumps, as you'd expect. We see a little stop and play, something going on behind the bowler's arm. Chris Wokes, very experienced, will take his time. Field is set, leg side, all out.
With the slower ball, can't find the gap, so it will just be 1. The right options too, Owen Morgan. Captaincy hat on, I suppose. Yet slower balls into the surface, using the big side. Mark Woods tonight, when he went full, he disappeared for runs. When he went into the surface and quick, he made it very difficult for all New Zealand batters. Excellent from Wokes. Yeah, Wood's numbers in T20 since coming back, 15 wickets, average of 10, economy of 7.05, key component to this England side.
Yeah, he's been excellent since his return. Continues to contribute in all areas of the game, and like a lot of the pace bowlers in this tournament, can take wickets at any period.
Another slow ball. This is very good from Wokes, just taking all pace off it, using the big leg side. You feel that this needs to go to the boundary from New Zealand's point of view. Wokes has bowled a brilliant over so far, just the 5 runs coming from it. Mitchell goes down to Chris Jordan. Can he get up? Can he get up? He can, comfortably. Wokes picks up the wicket. It was tight. But that's another one for England.
Well, it completes a fantastic over from Chris Wokes. Going pace off again into the wicket. Mitchell, no choice at all. And that man, very few better in the world. Mitchell goes for 3, advantage England. New Zealand 1-3, 1 for 5.
ব্রাইটলক টেকনোলজি যুক্ত নতুন রিন যা আপনার আর আপনার কাপড়ে আনে নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বলতা।
Glenn Phillips has been joined by Mitchell Santner. Left-hander, more than capable Mitchell Santner, but there is some serious work to do from here. 16 and change required per over. Decent strike rate for someone who comes in down the order. And the wicket to fall. Probably as close to the slot as it's been in that over. And Chris Jordan, I'm not sure Livingston was getting to that one. Jordan does get around though.
I think that's a very harsh Dooley. Watches it all the way, Jordan. Excellent from England, forcing New Zealand to hit to the long side. However, that changes this over. 81 metres, Mitchell tried to clear.
Very much timing here from Phillips. Can he get it all the way? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Is that Harry Brook? It is. Fantastic. Before you start tweeting tongue-in-cheek about Liam Livingstone, people.
Brilliant from young Brook. Sam Curran forcing Phillips to hit on the leg side valiantly. Diving in the deep, saving one, correction, to bring Santner on strike. In tight games.
Well, Santner's a really good striker of the ball. If he holds his shape and looks to go straight and might drag the odd one towards that wide long on area, he is a wonderful striker. He needs to go almost straight away though. What's happening here? Ben Stokes has been changed. He's now down at long on. Goes short, good bowling. Excellent from Sam Curran. Ishigua sideline, how are the crowd noise, how are the nerves? What are you thinking down there?
Feeling pretty relaxed down here at the moment, actually, Simon. Yeah, I'm sure hearts are racing on the field, whether it's the two in the middle with the bat or it's the fielders. Just seeing Ben Stokes rushing towards me. He's on the boundary here, hitting to the leg side. He's right on the ropes, as is Alex Hales. I do have a question for Morgs. I've been watching intently. I know that it was you, Joss, and the bowler. That was the communication when it came down to the final overs. I've seen Moeen Ali chatting to Joss quite a bit. As that's launched into the air, there's a catch on in the deep. It's that man again, Chris Jordan. Long on to long on, he takes the catch.
Well, it's that man again, Chris Jordan. He does not drop many. Brilliant bowling from Sam Curran, change of pace. Phillips just threw the shot, cannot clear the short side. Jordan settles, and you feel that that's the game for England. Huge wicket of Phillips. Brilliant innings of 62, but he's got to go. New Zealand 135 for 6.
স্পেশাল মুহূর্তগুলোতে নাশুক বাঁধা উকলা স্বীকৃত বাংলা লিংক ফাস্টেস্ট 4Gতে থাকুন এগিয়ে সব সময় সবখানে বাংলা লিংক।
এটা চিপস ব্রো, বাছাই করা আলুর সাথে স্পাইসি সিজনিং এর টুইস্ট এলো প্রাণ পতাটা। এটা চিপস নাকি বিস্কিট, খেয়ে বুঝে নাও।
Ishori is the new man. Sam Curran has been brilliant again. He's got 2 for 16 in his third over. Sodi just turns that one behind square and it'll spin away down towards the boundary. Chase for Adil Rashid, who does very
in from Rashid. Here's the wicket. Rarely miss hit.
Yeah, Liam, you just keep drinking your cup of tea, brother. Not required anymore. Oh, excellent. He's been so good, Sam Curran.
Yeah, smart work from Sam Curran. Understanding what he needs to do in different situations, and this was such a key moment. Targeting the shorter side of the ground, but it doesn't have the legs to go all the way. It's a miscue. That pressure building, and Curran, he's always there in the big moments. I just want to get back to that question in a bit. As, it's just a single at the end of the over. So 2 overs to go, 140 for 6.
খেলা হবে, মজা হবে, আর খাবার জমবে রুচি সসে। সাথে আছি পুরো দেশ। বাংলাদেশের খেলা দেখুন মাই জিপিএল।
His role in between overs more crucial. Speaking to the likes of Moeen Ali. Absolutely vital messaging you give to the bowlers at the end. If that comes through, your vice-captain Moeen Ali, who actually stood in that 7-match series recently against Pakistan in Pakistan.
The loss doesn't hurt them as much as it would have hurt England in this particular contest, but a big loss just brings that net run rate down where it's in reach perhaps of Australia and England going into the last games. They all still have to win their last game. Let's just make sure that that is known, but just wonder if there's an element of damage control needed now, Owen Morgan.
Yeah, the Black Caps don't strike me as a team that want to give in, but I do think you have a great point. I think Australia will be watching this game probably after a long day of Spring Carnival and Melbourne Cup viewing. I think Australia are in Adelaide at the moment, waiting their next game, but they will be watching this right until the end. That net run rate is going to be key in this group.
They'll just pick up one, I think. Will they take one for the throw? No, they will not. They could have done. Goes short again, so good from Wokes. The bowlers have been brilliant in the last. Can't get that one onto the boundary either. Mitch Santner might come back for two, and they do. Just asked our statistician to work out a 20-run loss. How would that affect the points table? New Zealand would remain plus 2.2. England would go to plus 0.5. Australia remain on minus 0.3. So it doesn't hurt New Zealand's run rate too much, that 20-run loss. And you know, it sounds semi-negative, but I think they have to start looking at that. It goes straight. Should be two more if Sodhi comes back.
Yeah, excellent again from Oakes, using changes of pace into the wicket. Dooley, you make a great point. Your job on the sideline just never stops. So little between all of these teams.
He goes long enough, I think. Yes, it is. 6 to finish off the Chris Woakes over. It was good to that point, but still 26 required off the last. 154 for 6.
ওয়েদারকোট অ্যান্টিডাট সুপ্রিম আছে স্পেশাল পিওর অ্যাক্রিলিক পলিমার যা দেয়ালকে ধুলাবালি থেকে রক্ষা করে 10 বছর পর্যন্ত। বার্জার ওয়েদারকোট অ্যান্টিডাট সুপ্রিম, ধুলো ময়লার সুপ্রিম সমাধান।
অত্যাধুনিক ইভাপোরেশন পদ্ধতিতে পরিশোধিত মোল্লা সুপার সল্ট সঠিক মাত্রায় আয়োডিন সমৃদ্ধ, যা মেধা বিকাশে সাহায্য করে। মোল্লা সুপার সল্ট, যে লবণে মাথা খোলে।
Long on has no chance.
As a bowler, you hate to finish your over like that, but Chris Woakes has been brilliant. 4 overs, 2 for 33, 2 crucial overs at the back end, at the death. And Sam Curran as well. The seamers have all been good. Wood, 3 overs, 1 for 25. And Livingston certainly did his job. Stokes 1 over for 10, but did pick up the key wicket of Kane Williamson. Last over, 26 required by New Zealand. Swing and a miss for Sodhi. They've got to go. Santner doesn't want to go. And a very, very good dot.
Brilliant from young Sam Curran. He has been England's go-to man at the death of late. Combs continues with his slower ball. It might have been there to hit, but he can't get it. He's a lot of tricks, young Sam Curran. His strongest attributes is that he's very, very accurate with whatever he chooses to bowl.
Swing into the leg side. It'll just be one. Santner wants to take the strike. See if he can make a bit of a difference at the back end to this total in this net run rate situation.
Yeah, and England will want to win by as many runs as possible. Keep net run rate in a positive position.
Four balls remaining for Sam Curran. Barmy Army English fans are standing already. It'll be wide. He'll have to re-bowl that or not. He wants to give it. Or not. Okay. There's a review.
TV umpire to director, we have a player review for caught behind. I've checked the front foot, it's fair livery. Can I see front on, please? Thank you. I think this is more about if it's clipped his foot for the wide or clipped the pad for the wide, so I've got nothing on there to suggest it's hit anything, so can we get an ultra edge, please, Gavin? Thank you. Stand by, Nitin. Ultra edge coming up now. Yeah, it's a flat line, there's just rumbles as it goes past, so it's hit nothing, just keep rolling it past the pad, make sure it hasn't clipped the pad. Okay, I've got a flat line to go past both the pads. We're going back to Nitin with a decision of not out. Nitin, not out. It's hit nothing.
Yeah, technical review from Josh Butler, don't mind that at all. Hoping that it just clipped a little bit of pad and saves the wide signal. There's a moment in that New Zealand innings I might come back to after this ball if nothing too much happens. Should be two. Sodhi's got to try and come back. Stokes will go to the keeper's end and try and get Santner. He makes it safely. The Alex Hales wicket. Was it given a wide? Stumping. And it was very wide.
Good point, Julie. I didn't pick up on that. More disappointed with the wicket, I think. Yeah, good running here from New Zealand. Every run for both sides counts towards net run rate. Excellent, excellent from Sam Curran. Really has been a find. Most difficult deliveries to bowl in the game, the Yorker, particularly you have a short boundary one side of the ground, extra pressures of delivering your skills, but England have produced today and been outstanding.
And a good short ball, a good use of the short ball as well for Sam Curran. Slippery enough, isn't it? It's 122 Ks, but it's the surprise element every time, and he picks up so many wickets with it.
Yet very deceptive in his action. Not necessarily that easy to anticipate, but it does come back to the accuracy. Picks his line, picks his length, executes really well, very clear at the end of his mark when he's trying to bowl.
Last ball. Gets it spot on again to Sam Curran. That is a magnificent performance from England. We were wondering when the real England would turn up. One of the pre-tournament favourites, and they've shown it tonight with a comprehensive victory over the unbeaten New Zealand. 2 points secured and a vital 2 points for this England side. Onside.